Hey everyone, welcome. So today we're going to be doing a half point series. So you're going to need a chair or a countertop, something sturdy. If you have a bar, that's great. You want to make sure that it's sturdy enough that you can put a significant amount of weight on it if you need the support. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I recommend always having your back to the bar or your support instead of your front. The reason being, if it's in front of you, you tend to pitch forward when you put the weight into it, which doesn't really support the alignment that you want when you're going to be in the center. Whereas if it's behind you, you have to have the shoulders back over your hips. And you're actually going to have your weight more centered over where you would normally have it for your half point. So if you're always practicing half points holding onto a bar and pitching forward like this, you're going to have a weight in a different part of your half point than you would if you're right over top of your foot. So especially for prepping half points to do the sword, you want to make sure the alignment is there. So I always recommend having your back to the bar for doing these types of exercises. So we're going to go ahead and get started with your left foot in third position. So your back foot should be on the ball, and you're going to place that, your right foot's on the ball, your left foot should be placed on the half point in your third position where you would do your closed pas de basque. And we're going to start with beats. So we're going to do 20 on each side. So you have 1, 2, sliding up and down, 3, 4, 5. Keeping that front thigh nice and still. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just take a second to shake out that foot. It could be quite a lot. Feel free to do 10 sets of 10 and then take a break. We're going to pop up onto the other side. So placing that foot on the half point, and we have 1, 3, nice big diamond, 11, 12, 16, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a really great opportunity to practice not exaggerating that back beat. Now I am looking at my feet. I recommend try not to do that. If you have a mirror, that's more ideal. I'm looking at my feet to make sure that they are not sickling, so that I'm not demonstrating it badly for you guys. But definitely I recommend having a mirror in front of you if you have access to that. And we're going to go back to the first side and we're going to do another set. So you have 20. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. So it's really important, the integrity of the half point and the integrity of your front thigh, staying still, not stretching and bending every time you do a back beat. That's more important than going for the whole set. So we want quality over quantity. So if 20 is too much for you right now, that is totally fine. Please do less. Less is going to be more in this case. All right, and back to the second side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5. 15, 16, 20, and shake it out. If you're really good at this already and you do this a lot and you feel like you can do it without the bar, that is totally fine as well. It's been a long while since I've done them without the bar, so I'm going to pass on that for today, but if you want to challenge yourself, feel free to do that. This next exercise, you definitely will need the bar for sure. This is not an exercise you should try to do without the bar. So what we're going to do is we're going to again have the arms behind you so that you can focus on the alignment of the spine. Then we're going to rise up onto the balls of both feet, and you're going to try and press using the strength of your arches to come up onto that half point, back to the ball, and lower. Ball, half point, pushing the heels forward, ball, and lower. We're going to do 10 of these. Ball, and lower. So rather than placing on the half point and holding, we're really using that strength to get up onto the half point. That's 4. 5 and 6. Really rolling those heels forward. 7. You want to make sure you're going right through that middle toe, not going back towards the pinky toes or too far onto the big toes. This is 8. 2 more. 9. Whew, I'm feeling those calves. And 10. And lower down, plie, shake it out. You can take a little stretch to those calves if you need it. So if any dancers do ballet as well and you've done point work, that exercise is gonna be very similar to what you would do in point shoes, just not going all the way over your toes. So the reason that that exercise is good is if you've ever been in a situation where you're getting towards the end of the dance and like the end of the sword dance and your half points are getting tired and they're starting to drop, it's much harder to pull yourself back up onto a half point when it's already dropped. So that exercise is great for conditioning the foot to be able to really pull up when it's tired if you're starting to lose the half points a little bit. Because preferably we want to bring the foot down and have it on that nice high half point. But if it comes down, it's really hard to get it back up. So that's going to help a lot with people who have half points that fatigue towards like the end of the sword dance or really towards the end of any dance that you're going to have half points. So this next exercise we're going to do pretty much the same thing, but we're going to add a plie at the top. So if that was a whole lot for you the first time around and you found it really difficult, feel free to do another set of 10 like that. But if you feel like you're ready for more of a challenge, you can join me with the plie. So we're going to come up onto the balls, half point, and stay on the half point. Plie, stretch, ball, and lower. Ball, half point, plie, push the heels forward more, stretch, keep them forward, and lower. Up, half point, over, stretch, ball, lower. That's 3 of 10. Heels forward, ball, and lower. 5. Plie, stretch, lower the heels. And 6. Up, plie, stretch, ball, lower. This is 7. Up, plie, stretch, ball, and lower. This is 8. Up, really roll those inner thighs forward, and don't forget to breathe. That's for me as well. Plie, stretch, and one more here. We have rise, lift up onto the half points, plie, stretch, ball, and lower, and shake those feet out. Woo! That was a tough one. So this last exercise that we have is going to be a little bit less force on the half points, but since we've already done a lot, this is going to be kind of like a nice little extra bit to really burn any last bit of foot strength out that we have. So we're going to tendu the front forward, or point the front forward, foot forward, sorry. Starting to lose my words. And you're going to bend that front leg and find a nice half point, that foot, heel pushing forward, and then you're gonna stretch and close. We're gonna do 10 in each position. So bending, taking the weight, point and close. Point, take the weight, point and close. This is 4. Weight and point, close. This is 5. Point, close. This is 6. And close. 7, really bring that knee back. 8. Really stretch that foot. 2 more, 9. Stretch the foot, bring it back. And 10, stretch the foot and close. Now, just to make sure we're not burning that foot out too much, that one foot, we are gonna do it to fourth intermediate and second, but we're gonna do the front on the right foot and then we'll switch back over. So we'll go alternating between the sides. So you have point and press and close. Point, press, and close. If you wanna let go of the bar, you can. I'm gonna keep a hold on it because I have some pretty aggressive bruised toenails, so this doesn't feel very good if I don't have a little bit of support. This is 6 and 7. 8. 2 more, and 9. And 10. Back to the first side, fourth intermediate. And close. Make sure you're not forgetting this leg also has to maintain the rotation. 3. And 4. 5. And 6. 7. 8. Push that hip forward. 9. And 10. Other side to fourth intermediate. And 2. 3. Not forgetting that lovely supporting leg. 5. And 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And last time we're gonna go to second. And 2. This one's gonna be the most tempting to roll in on that supporting foot. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more on this side. 9. And 10. Other side. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. And last one, 10. let it relax. So great work if you made it all the way to the end. Feel free to use any of these exercises all on their own. If you're prepping for a sword, these exercises can be really great to really warm up those half points and get them ready. There's nothing worse than going to do a sword and you feel like your feet aren't awake enough to do solid half points. So these exercises are going to be great to prepare you. I don't recommend doing this whole series before doing a really heavy sword day because if you're fatiguing your half points a lot before you do a lot of sword work, there's a good chance that your half points could start to give out on you while you're doing the sword, and that could lead to injury. So definitely recommend doing this on a day that maybe you're doing some other dances other than the sword with your teacher, but great exercises for strengthening those half points and really training those muscles to be as engaged as possible when they're starting to get tired. So, hope you guys enjoyed today, and we'll see you next time.